So, you know that MonsterVerse news is really slow when people are making a big deal out of an image we've technically already seen, but we've just gotten a slightly closer look at it. Apparently, an unobstructed close-up of the banner that we already have had for a little bit reveals that Kong's design has been updated slightly. We've been wondering how it would have changed to have him be older, and apparently they're going with giving him a beard. Now, I've seen some people questioning whether or not it really counts as a beard, considering Kong is a primate who's already covered in hair. Well, I've got a beard, and that's not the only place I've got hair either, so I say it counts. Plus, it occurs to me this is one of the few times I can think of that Kong has actually had longer hair on his chin. In fact, I can't really think of another time when I've seen it. I can think of times when it's been associated with Sasquatch sightings, actually. Sightings of Bigfoot and Yeti and the like, where they're described as having longer whiskers on their chins. And, of course, you can say this design was heavily influenced by those kind of hairy hominid sightings, so I would say it's appropriate in that regard. But, yeah, we can confirm that King Kong has a beard, based entirely on this one image that we already technically had. There's gotta be something else, right? Turns out there is, though the image is of slightly lower quality due to how it was taken. A new titan has been revealed for the MonsterVerse named Camazotz, a creature from Mayan mythology whose name literally translates into Death Bat. Now at this point the only thing we can say for certain is that Camazotz will be appearing in another prequel comic that will likely lead up to Godzilla vs. Kong, for which I haven't found any sort of release date yet. Whether or not it will appear in the movies, I cannot say. I wouldn't necessarily put too many chips on that square, because there have been plenty of MonsterVerse titans who have appeared exclusively in the comics, like Jinshin Mushi, Shinomura, a lot of the things from Birth of Kong, you name it. There have been quite a few that so far have only been in the comics. Of course, it's not impossible that Camazotz will show up on film. I'd say at this point it's slightly more likely than us ever seeing Destroy Us, so please stop making clickbait videos insisting that it's going to happen, and... Sorry, I almost got a little off track there. But anyway, I think the bigger takeaway from this, other than there's a new monster, is that there's gonna be at least one more prequel graphic novel leading up to Godzilla vs. Kong. I say one more because the news thus far has said that it's going to be Kong-focused. It's possible we might also get a Godzilla one. I have no idea. We might only get the one. It might even be split between Godzilla and Kong. This is basically the only detail we have at this point. So that's the really big news. Though I guess it's also worth mentioning that this was all accompanied by statements from Warner Brothers and Legendary that say they do consider the MonsterVerse in general, and King of the Monsters in particular, to be a success. And I mean a financial success. They consider the whole thing to be financially viable. So, if you're still one of those people who thinks that Godzilla King of the Monsters 2019 was a box office flop in terms of money, well, the actual studios that produced it don't seem to think so. It's possible they're just putting on a brave face. There is that possibility. But right now they're saying that they count it as a win. So I still don't think we've got anything to worry about. I really don't. Until, of course, I see evidence to the contrary. But I haven't seen any of that, so we're counting it as a win for now. So that's your major news. Kong has a beard, and the Death Bat is approaching. And, of course, the movies are considered successful. Now, where the heck is the trailer?
If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it, as well as subscribe to the channel for more content of a similar nature. Also, check the description for links to our Twitter, DeviantArt, and Patreon pages, as well as the Amazon link for the novel Operation Red Dragon: The Daikaiju Wars Part 1, penned by yours truly. Thank you all, and we appreciate your support.